the truth about SACCO returns in 2025 financial year, because the debate was heated, and I'm surprised some SACCOs don't pay dividends, because I don't know what you're doing there anyway if you're not earning dividends, and unless you're only there for borrowing loans. Anywho, I'm going to highlight a few SACCOs that stood out in the comment section, because I like sharing your feedback, so that in case someone is considering joining a SACCO or an investment that I have discussed on the channel, they can hear personal experiences. So we have Unison. They paid 12.6% on deposits and 18% on shares. And of course, the member said, I love it. I agree. It is good. Hello, good people. Hope you're doing well. Jessie is my name, and this is the Money and Growth Circle, where we are working towards financial peace and ultimately financial freedom. And this is where we make money moves. If you're not part of the circle, make sure you're subscribed and turn on the notification bell so that every time we have a new upload, you will be notified. Afia SACCO have not paid dividend for 2 years in a row. Wow. Why would you be in a SACCO that does not pay you dividends? What return are you expecting from the SACCO? You would rather then create a good credit history with another financial institution and borrow other people's money instead of borrowing your own money and not even getting anything in return. Like, what do you mean? Anyway, I wonder why you're still in that SACCO. Port SACCO gave 12.5% on deposits and 20% on share capital. My SACCO gave me 13% for shares and 12% for rebates. They didn't say which SACCO it was. The other one said dividends was 13% and capital 12%. I don't know whether she meant both. Okay, it could be dividends was 13% and interest on deposit was 12%. Okay. Then someone said, you sound like you belong to my SACCO because they paid 13% on deposits and 16% on share capital dividends. It sounds troubling that when I take a loan, I pay interest on my money. I agree. So the other questions I got about SACCOs is, what if you have a saving account in a certain SACCO but don't make monthly contribution consecutively? Will it give you returns? I believe yes, they will give you returns on your investments. What they will not give you is loan, because first of all, you're not consistent. So they have a concern as to whether, if you're not able to save monthly, how will you have capacity to pay the loan after they give you a loan? So that is usually where I hear people talk of reservations, and I agree with them. If you have a monthly saving that you're expected maybe to save a minimum of 500 per month, and you're not saving, and now you want a loan where you will be paying 5,000 per month, how sure are they that if you're not able to pay 500 monthly contribution, you'll be able to pay the loan? That is usually their biggest concern. The next question is, said and summarize, I use money market for emergency fund and idle money. Some I put in ZD money market and in stocks and regular top up of SACCO. So even if you save monthly, whenever maybe you have some extra, always top up your SACCO. It boosts your SACCO savings. So the other complaints that I've had about SACCOs is that they delayed withdrawals if you want to quit from being a member. Frozen shares. Why would they freeze your shares though? If I don't know. Poor customer service, and some asking, are these SACCOs even sustainable? So today we are going to just have an analysis of the SACCO returns. Like I started with, reacting to the subscriber comments, look at real numbers, discuss the risks that nobody is talking about, and most importantly, what to look for before you join any SACCO. Why do SACCOs attract attention and, of course, by extension, attract investors? One, they give you higher returns than banks. The returns are higher than the inflation rate. The SACCOs are very popular because they give you dividends and interest on deposits. That is double returns. So, why are SACCOs attracting attention? And because, as you can see, the video really got quite a number of engagement. They offer high dividends. They give you interest on deposits. They have an affordable entry, access to loans. Some people have actually built their wealth and their investment using the loans they get from the SACCOs. You find someone has built a house, someone has bought some land, someone is developing some investments using the SACCO money. Remember, we said loans are good, but if you take good loans, if you take consumer loans for your consumables, that is not wise, and that is risking your future because you're only creating a deeper hole into your already struggling finances. You're becoming a part owner of a financial institution because you have to purchase shares of the SACCO, which means your returns depends on the SACCO's profitability, the management quality, loan book performance, and governance. And that is where you will find different SACCOs giving different returns. Someone said, the best financial decision I ever made. I can't even withdraw my money. How cool is that? And both can be true. There are some SACCOs which have consistently attracted attention. And I would like you to just investigate and get to understand how they have been in the last 5 years before you decide to become a member. Because once you're in, it's very difficult to come out and you don't want to lose your money. Some of the prominent SACCOs that have been talked about over and over again include Stima SACCO, Tower SACCO, United SACCO, Mwalimu SACCO, Harambee SACCO, Hazina SACCO, and Kenya Police SACCO. These SACCOs are returning double-digit returns, interest on deposits, and close to 20% on dividends. That is something which you need to be certain that it is sustainable because you want to keep getting returns. Let me know in the comment section once again, how much did you get from your SACCO for interest on deposits and the dividends? I would want to keep seeing the different SACCOs, what they are doing, so that in a subsequent video, I would share maybe a whole list of SACCOs that gave good results this year and SACCOs that you would consider joining if you're looking for a SACCO to join. So the biggest question is, and I'm sure most people would be asking themselves the same, these high returns, where are they coming from? How do SACCOs make money? Actually, a SACCO can report dividends when they're struggling with liquidity, they're depending heavily on depositors' funds, they're having bad loans, or delaying withdrawals, just to seem attractive in the eyes of the public, especially because everybody is talking about the returns they're getting from their SACCO. So these SACCOs, which are also struggling, don't want to be left out. And that is why, despite their circumstances, they will report high returns. But deep down, the insiders who are in the SACCO are the ones who actually know what is happening in the SACCO. Investigate, understand before you become a member. So more comments. My SACCO has paid over 14% consistently for years, better than any bank. And of course, this is why most members defend SACCOs. Well, consistency matters. A SACCO that manages risk properly, controls loan defaults, can genuinely outperform any other mode of investment, especially for disciplined savers. Don't be blinded by these payouts. always establish the following. Can the SACCO sustain the payouts? Is the membership growing? Are loans being repaid? Is management transparent? Actually, management tops up in the running and growth of a SACCO. If management is questionable, then you should not even think of joining the SACCO. The other comment was, getting my money out is the real problem. This is a big concern across the industry for all members of the SACCO. I don't know whether you have ever tried to exit a SACCO and you're told to wait for months before you can get your savings and you actually don't even have a loan. Find out their liquidity level before you join, because sometimes you get to know when you're already inside and you're a member and now it's your turn to try and struggle and get out. Of course, remember that SACCO refunds are not as liquid as you would get in a money market or a bank account. It takes time to get your deposits and to get your shares back. SACCOs have notice period withdrawal restrictions, and of course, during tough time, they may also have liquidity issues. Before joining any SACCO, ask yourself, if I need money urgently, how fast can I access it? And of course, you should never, ever use a SACCO as your emergency fund vehicle. That is not an emergency fund, because when it comes to liquidity, you're going to suffer. The next comment, SACCO helped me buy land and build. Wow, that is another good side of the SACCO, and there are a number of people who can speak for the SACCO from this angle, which I find amazing. And actually that tells you most SACCOs achieve their goals, because their goals is to improve the livelihoods of their members. For many Kenyans, SACCO gives you discipline, forced saving, and access to affordable loans. And this has helped them to genuinely improve their livelihoods. So this video is about understanding SACCOs and the returns experienced this year, because I have seen quite a number of good returns, which is a good thing. SACCOs are healthy. Of course, they have red flags that matter, but like I said, if you get into a good SACCO, you'll not regret. And SACCOs fit in most people's financial goals. Dividend consistency. Check the last 5 years. Have they paid dividends, and are they consistent, or they keep going down? Liquidity. Inquire from people who are already members if they know someone who wanted to withdraw from the SACCO and what they went through. Is it a short period experience, or you're going to cry tears waiting for your money? What is the loan default level? Because basically SACCOs make money from interest on loans, and if the loans are not being paid, then it means they're not in business and they're not making money as expected. How is your governance and transparency? Do you know how your SACCO is being run, or you just find yourself as part of the membership? Do they communicate clearly? Do they publish reports consistently? Are members informed properly? Poor governance have destroyed so many institutions before. So make sure you don't get into that trap of poor governance. And this is very common in SACCOs. Next, you need to check the member growth. Does it retain existing members? Does it attract new members? And do members maintain trust? If members are living in large numbers, you should be worried. Don't join because of hype or because your friend joined. Perhaps they have other interests, and that is why they are joining, and you may not be in sync with why they are joining, or maybe they are part of the governance, Yeah. So, should you put your money in the SACCO? What do you think? SACCOs are powerful tools of building wealth. If you choose carefully, understand the risks, and stay diversified. Diversification means you have a money market fund, you're in a SACCO, you're maybe in stocks, and you have an emergency fund in place. I'd love to hear your experience with your SACCO. Are you happy? Are you contented? Are you trying to get out? What percentage of dividends are they giving? Are you happy with the returns? Would you still join the same SACCO today? Let me know in the comment section. I have shared a video explaining what SACCOs are, how you can allocate your money in a SACCO, the benefits of getting into a SACCO, and today it was responding to your comments and of course sharing why SACCOs are very popular. Okay, so if this video has been helpful, make sure you give it a like, share with a friend who may want to learn about SACCOs, and of course subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of our subsequent videos. More content is coming, more of your request is being addressed, and if you have a request, drop it in the comment section and we're going to share it in a subsequent video. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new, kindly consider subscribing. If you're returning, thank you so much for always coming back to watch our videos. See you on the next one. Bye.